Hey there, I'm Felicia, co-founder and co-owner at Compass Land USA, your go-to resource for great deals on rural and vacant land. We have another land blog video to share with you today. So today we're looking at understanding zoning regulations in Colorado with an awesome tip that I promise you is worth watching for. So local governments will establish rules and zoning regulations in Colorado about how land in their jurisdiction can be used. Most people are aware that there are limits on what can be built in a residential area versus what can be built in a commercial area, for example. However, there are many zoning factors you need to consider before buying vacant land. Understanding the zoning requirements is imperative before you purchase any parcel. You don't want to find out after you purchased that you can't do what you intended with the property. And I've seen this happen, especially in Colorado, because people love the outdoor aspects of it. And they want to be able to camp, let's say, or RV on the property, and then they buy it and they find out afterwards they can't, and it's really just heartbreaking. So zoning 101. The county's planning department is normally responsible for dividing land up and determining how it may be used. Their ultimate goal is to create economically viable areas that work for all types of land use. They aim to create spaces for residential, commercial, and agricultural uses. And normally states are pretty good for this. I know a lot of counties in Colorado in particular will have a mixture of property uses. So they'll have lots that you can use for camping and RVing that you can also live on or build a cabin on. Planning boards will often subdivide these zones further into R1, R2, etc. And then these subdivisions further determine what can be built. And that's how you kind of run into HOAs and stuff like that. So for example, only detached single family homes or multifamily units, let's say, can be built, or townhomes, condos, apartments, limits on number of stories, manufactured homes, etc. Okay, so the awesome tip I wanted to share with you to help you understand zoning regulations in Colorado is a free resource called MuniCode. It's a library of municipal resources, all available online. So I'll make sure to put the link to that in the description of this video. So when you jump over to their website, you select the state and municipality that you want to buy land in, and it'll have the zoning ordinance there for you. Now, this site doesn't have 100% coverage, but it's got quite a bit. It's an awesome site because it gives you the version, whether or not it's the most current, and a table of contents within the zoning ordinance for easy searching. It will literally save you hours of searching on Google for the most current zoning ordinance for that county or municipality. So, as with anything, there are exceptions to the rules. If you're seeking an exemption, an exemption to the zoning, that is, you'll need to present your case to the planning board. They're going to review your plans and reasoning and determine if you will be allowed the special permission that you're seeking. If they do not approve, you typically do have the right to appeal and improve your case and come back another time, but you will have to kind of decide at that point if pursuing the matter further is worth your time and money. Also, you're going to notice that there are exemptions for buildings that were erected before an area was zoned a certain way. For example, you might see a house in the middle of a business district or a business park. This doesn't necessarily mean that you're also going to be able to build a house there. It's just quite possible that house was grandfathered in. If you're buying a large parcel and are thinking about subdividing and selling the lots individually for a profit, there are a few things you should know. There are additional rules that typically apply in these situations, and we strongly suggest that you work with the county closely and consult a land professional before you purchase with the intent to divide the land. This is a strategy sometimes used by land investors who have a really good grasp on the market, and they can see the value in the individual lots before the area becomes developed. If you're looking to put up an alternative style home, like a manufactured home, tiny home, shipping container, stuff like that, you need to make sure it's compliant with all the zoning regulations. You also want to make sure you know the difference between alternative styles, like knowing the difference between manufactured, modular, and mobile homes. So check to see if a prefabricated home is permitted, and then you can even take it one step further by contacting the planning department and sharing with them what you want to do and understanding all the bases and being fully compliant, understanding what the permitting process is like, how it's different for a manufactured versus a mobile home, etc. And then once you have the go-ahead, it's safe to purchase the property, get your permits, build your structure, and enjoy. So tiny homes, shipping container homes, and other alternatives are becoming really popular. However, too many people don't have the proper clearance to put that type of home on a piece of land. And unfortunately, this just means that they get stuck moving the home later on and becoming burdened and weighed down by additional fines and fees. So I hope you found this helpful. If you're looking to purchase land in Colorado, we do a lot of work there, so you can check out our website, compasslandusa.com. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. You can leave a comment, say hello, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you'll be the very first to know when a new land blog video or custom property tour video, which we do for all of our properties, is published. Thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you soon.